Steve Jobs truly convinced us that we were changing the world, that we were preventing a 1984 George Orwellian utopia where information was controlled and, the government was just using everybody. And back then in Silicon Valley, truly, we were motivated by changing the world to make the world a better place, to foster meritocracy, foster democracy, democratize computers so you didn't have to go to Stanford or work at NASA or work at a bank or work for the government to use a computer. We wanted everybody to have a computer. So that's kind of the flip side of the Bullockness in me. And I truly did buy into that vision that people should have a computer and they should be more creative and productive. It's a long time ago in Silicon Valley, and I got to tell you, man, if you were to look at the venture capitalists and the CEOs today in Silicon Valley, I don't think you would draw the same conclusion. I think that Silicon Valley, at least at the highest level, all they care about is making crypto successful, avoiding tariffs, and making sure that long-term capital gains tax is low. That's, that... I don't know.
Really say more about that guy. It's really changed. You've seen a big change. And yeah. I'm curious if you have any thoughts on what's the undercurrent. You're a surfer. What's the undertow that's caused this to happen over now decades?
I really don't know. First of all, it's not clear that it's everybody in the valley. I think the lower you go in an organization in the valley, the more people still have this dream of making the world a better place. On the other hand, the higher you go in an organization, the less that's true. The higher you go, more and more it's about crypto and tariffs and, long-term capital gains. And I think more evil has been done in the name of, this is my fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders, which I think companies have a fiduciary responsibility to society, not just your shareholders. But that is,
is that a public market issue?
Sentiment.
Is it a public market issue because you're so worried on a quarterly return standpoint versus creating long-term value?
Yeah, it really, that's exactly it. And if you look at what's happening now, I don't know how you convince yourself that what we're doing now is going to create long-term value. I can see why you want to make sure that your iPhone parts don't have tariffs for the short term. But what you have to do to ensure that there's not tariffs on iPhone parts, I cannot see how that is the long-term right thing to do. I just... Don't ask me that question. I tell you one more thing, since we're on a money show. I have decided that I will never be worth more than $999,999,000. I am going to limit my net worth. I don't ever want to get billionaire's disease. Luckily, I'm not at risk right now, but just in case something happens, well, I'm the chief evangelist of Canva, and Canva could do extremely well. I don't think I'll be a billionaire, but, I do not want to get billionaire's disease because somehow it just ruins your mind. It ruins your morals and ethics. I don't know what happens.